Is Ousen shady? I think so. What do you guys think? In this video, I'm going to discuss a couple points that I've noticed over the last few chapters that make me think Ousen has now put Shin and Yotanwa in great danger. Okay? Yes, I know it's a war and I know you're always in danger, but I think he put them in a bad position, similar to how he kind of put Heki in a bad position and used them as bait. And there's like a few reasons why I think this, and this is also something that could go either way. So I'm going more toward the negative scope, but you could also flip everything I'm going to say and put it more into a positive scope. And I think toward the end I'll do that. We'll see how much time I use up in this video, but just getting started, I initially wanted to talk about this in chapter 504, but I never made a video. And by the time chapter 505 came out, I kind of second guessed what I was, thinking. So I just decided to scrap that. But when 506 came out, it kind of reignited what I was thinking about in chapter 504. So what was I thinking? All right. Well, initially in chapter 504, when Ousen first comes to Ritsubi, he has this like crazy look on his face, and then all of a sudden he calls for Yotanwa and Shin. Now, to put this in context, it was crazy for him to wind up calling these guys. Why was it crazy? Because the night before, no one knew about Ousen's plans. Everybody was just assuming that Ousen would lead the siege. Now, no one knew about the plans. Everybody assumed that Ousen would lead the siege, and even his own troops, his own commanders were thinking they were going to lead the siege. Then all of a sudden, Ousen pulls out a surprise, and he calls up Yotanwa and Shin. Also, take a look at in the last few panels of chapter 504. Take a look at Ousen's face. Does this look like, his normal face? No, it looks like a face of shock or a face of like he discovered something. So, to me, this looks like he's putting them in a bad position. Now, we get to chapter 505. I kind of fall off that idea. I'm thinking, maybe not, because Yotanwa looks like she's got things. They're showing her power and how great of a general she is. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's no big deal. Then we get to chapter 506. And the most interesting part was all the Ohan stuff. And they show Ohan, and the face he makes looks like more of a face of concern or worry. It doesn't look like everybody's trying to talk about how they think, let's go see the High Shin unit. I can't believe Ousen used them, and this, that, and the other. And, everybody's making it like, why weren't we chosen type thing. But Ohan doesn't show a look of jealousy. He shows more of a look of concern and worry. And, their relationship has kind of developed over the years where they're not so much, they see themselves as rivals, yes, but neither one of them would wish death on either or, I wouldn't think, you know what I mean? They wouldn't want to see the other get demolished or beat, something like that. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, they're not like friends or anything, but I think they have respect for each other. That's another thing I'm trying to say. I think they respect each other, okay? It didn't start off like that, of course, but now I think they're to that level. So, the look on his face, and then what he says after that, he says, I will go see what Supreme Commander Ousen's intentions are for myself. And something's happened between Ousen and Ohan that we don't know about. Why the heck did Ousen put the one of his guys in Ohan's group so that he could keep an eye on him? You know what I mean? It's something shady that we don't know that Ousen has going on. Okay, but back to the main point, to me, Ousen seems like he needs to go see, because he wants to see exactly what's really going on. Not because he's jealous or anything like that, but because he believes that something shady is going on as well. Okay? Now, alright, so I got all that out the way. You could also look at it from a different perspective of maybe Ousen's just brilliant. Okay? Maybe he came up to the site, he realized, because in the previous chapters, everything was all about speed, right? Everything was about getting there, getting past there as fast as we can. Even the movements he made before this by having small detachments of his army take on other armies and things like that, that was a part of his strategy to be able to keep moving forward and to keep moving forward fast. So maybe he knew that his tactics wouldn't be able to take down Ritsubi, and he knew that his tactics wouldn't be able to work against this city. So he decided he'd use the mountain people in the high Shin unit because he thought they could get it done fast so that they could continue to move on with the campaign. Now, that's another way of looking at it, and that could be, brilliant strategy. But, and I don't know, I just think something shady's going on. But that's what I had to say about it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Talk to you.